From the popular, tried and true to unknown hidden gems, this is your guide to all things local, the LA Unscripted way, from Pinstripes, Woodland Hills. A couple's night out, plans with pals, feasts with families, or solo excursions. LA Unscripted is your guide to the city we all love. Hi everyone, I'm Dana Devin, and tonight we are knocking down big fun, starting right here at Pinstripes, Woodland Hills.
So in our first year, we've already done over 600 events for clients like the LAFD, the LAPD, big celebrity clients like Skims, Good American, Frame, Farmers, Blackline. So we're really trying to become an institution in this area of Canoga Park / Woodland Hills.
We're here at the Westfield Topanga Mall at a place called Pinstripes. People think it's a bowling alley, but it's actually so much more. Come take a look.
Pinstripes is an Italian-American from-scratch kitchen that does events where you can also add activities like bowling and bocce. So it is a one-stop shop for the community where you can do things from kids' parties all the way to weddings.
This is the bar right here. They're making us a cocktail. How many bars do you have here?
This is one of three.
Three? 2 floors, 30,000 square feet. I mean, this is a win-win. It's a strike.
On the ground level, we have our bistro where everything's made from scratch. And then we have several event spaces. We have a beautiful room upstairs that has a big glass wall that opens. It has a really nice al fresco feeling. We also have a large ballroom that's perfect for foundations and galas and big dinners and corporate events.
This is your brunch.
Yes, this is only
Part of it.
one of 100 items we offer on our Saturday and Sunday brunch.
They even have Twizzlers.
So one of the things we're really proud of here is that everything is made from scratch.
We'll start out with the tenderloin sliders here.
A tenderloin slider with truffle oil. And what are those called?
The potato strings.
This is delicious.
We have real chefs cooking our food. We don't do anything frozen, and we're really proud of that. The food that we're doing here is really elevated.
You go to your bowling alley, right? Would you ever in a million years expect to have jambalaya at a bowling alley?
It's a twist on Italian jambalaya, so we got the risotto with sausage.
Yes.
Roasted red peppers. We got a little calabrese vinaigrette around it.
Oh my God. Look at all these peppers and the sauce and the, oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah. It's delicious. Okay, so I'm gonna go bowling now. I've been fueled up, but I'm actually gonna have to take some dishes with me because I can't leave this sitting here. So I might take this. I learned how to create trays as a waitress. I might take this. I might take this. And maybe I'll take the pizza.
So boutique bowling, the idea is that you're coming into a much more upscale, curated space. It's only 12 lanes. It has a very intimate feel.
Dana the Destroyer. Now I'm gonna play our producer who actually loves to bowl. This is Angel. So it's gonna be Angel the Ace. Dana the Destroyer getting laced up.
This is the perfect place for a date night. You can also rent out the bowling alley completely for a private event. There's 12 lanes, very easy to buy it out for an hour or two. We'll do all the food and beverage for you in the bowling. It's an amazing experience.
Where the magic strikes is right, especially with half-off wine bottles every Friday. I mean, come on. Now let's roll it over to Jasmine Simpkins at this next location.
Tonight, I'm checking in with Rancho Cucamonga native Kara Keys, who went from working at In-N-Out to now being the winner of the Netflix series $1 Million Secret.
Hi, I'm Kara Keys, and I am the winner of $1 Million Secret.
This show, so like the whole series, like 8 episodes, that took place, it was like in real time over like 2 weeks. These guys are just in it. They don't have their phones. They wake up and they're in the game. Can you imagine playing a game for $1 million every day?
How does it feel?
I can finally breathe and relax. I went home and I slept for like 2 days straight. I didn't talk to anybody. I had to really mentally decompress because of how challenging the game was, mentally, physically, emotionally.
12 people check into a luxury hotel.
Imagine being invited here,
In each of their rooms is a box, and in one of those boxes is $1 million.
finding $1 million in your room, knowing it's yours to keep.
They get to keep the money if they can keep the secret from the other players.
But only if you can hide the fact you've won the money.
Welcome to the Stag. And they have the money at the end of the game. But like, there's lots of stuff that happens that means the money kind of changes into other people's boxes.
You think you know what to expect, but there's a lot of twists and turns.
I was genuinely rooting for them all. By the end, I thought Cara was gonna win.
Are you guys genuinely happy for this girl here?
Actually, yes. Deserves it. I don't like to lie in real life, so I didn't know if I could do that being here, but when there's $1 million, you're gonna figure out how to do it.
So how has your life changed?
Well, I'm currently still flipping burgers, so not too much has changed, but it's just so surreal, and actually being able to say that I won $1 million, like, it's incredible, and I just cannot wait to help my family. I grew up in Rancho Cucamonga, California. My family is my world, so I have 2 sisters, 2 brothers, one that passed away, and I've been married for almost 8 years now.
Wait, let me get this straight. You left here, got on a plane, went back home, and went back to work?
Yes, and no one knew I did anything, and so I was just sitting there flipping like, oh, this is so crazy, like no one knows.
How long have you worked at In-N-Out?
Oh goodness, 7.5 years. I love it there. It's such a great job. I enjoy flipping burgers, I really do. I make some dang good burgers. Now I currently live deep in San Bernardino, and it's not in the best area, and my husband and I want to start a family soon, so I really want to move back to Rancho Cucamonga near our families, and yeah, that's my goal.
Your favorite place to go in the Inland Empire is?
Ooh, there's so many good places, but there's an Italian-Argentine deli in Ontario called De Gioia, and that one is really good. It's family owned. You have to try it.
Well, now you have $1 million, you have to take all of them with
I
you.
will take all dinners on her.
See, we're covering every lane of fun. Olivia De Bortoli, you're up.
Hi ladies, I have a great business that you should cover next on your show. It's a small local bike shop called Bicycle San Clemente, and the owner is amazing. I think it would be such a fun time for you, wonderful ladies, to come and hop on a few bikes and ride a trail in beautiful San Clemente.
There is no better way to see your city than on a bicycle.
Bicycle San Clemente is a bike shop down in San Clemente. We do rentals, repairs, some sales. It was founded about 13 years ago by Pete Van Nuys. The building was originally the train station. It's just a little far from where the train stops and faced the wrong way, so it was abandoned. He took over, asked the city if he can just make it a bike shop, trying to do the little rental thing, and they said yeah. I worked here part-time for a long time with him, and then he wanted to retire, and the lease was up for the building from the city. So I put a bid in 2-3 years ago, and I got it. So we have multiple bike routes that are specifically just for bikes, multi-use trail bikes and pedestrians. That go all the way to Dana Point, up to San Juan Capistrano. And then we have a bike route and a path through town heading south.
So what are these 2 bikes that we have going on?
So these are Magnum's the brand, this is the Cosmo Nomad. Similar bikes, different frames, different style, way to ride.
And these are electric bikes, right?
These are electric bikes, yes.
So it's for people who, you know, want to take it a little bit easier, maybe.
Yes, so San Clemente is a very hilly town, so the e-bikes really help with that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Safety first.
Basic controls, both brakes at the same time. You have a shifter right here. You got to be pedaling as you shift, just like any normal bike.
Okay, so it's like a car.
Yeah, it's a motor car.
Okay.
The lower the gear, the little less resistance you're going to have. It's better for going up hills.
Okay.
And then the power for the electrics is on the bottom here.
I love my bike rides in the afternoon, and I love coming to Bicycle San Clemente because they are just the nicest people. I like to support small businesses, local businesses, and the proprietor here, Austin, is just a champ. He and his team have rescued me after wrecks. They've replaced my tire when it's popped. They've fixed things, straightened my handlebars. And I stop here in the afternoons, I'll buy a soda, we'll catch up on whatever's happening in town, and they're just fun, sweet people.
I reached out because I just want to see the small local businesses get recognized and seen for all like the hard work they do, because in reality, like San Clemente really just is made up of a bunch of small mom and pop businesses.
One reason I like this place so much and working here and owning it now is that everyone that goes and rides, they always come back in a good mood. They're always cheery, you know, it's hard to be mad after a bike ride.
We love making cool discoveries in every zip code. And now we have to split things up to take a quick break, so don't go anywhere. More ways to go off script when we come back from Pinstripes Woodland Hills. Welcome back to LA Unscripted from Pinstripes Woodland Hills. I'm Dana Devin. Did you know bowling is believed to have began way back in ancient Egypt with a stone ball? Talk about rock and roll. All right, time to put another locally loved spot on the LAU scoreboard.
Jasmine, I'm taking you into the workshop.
Let's go. This is where all the magic happens.
Pasquale Shoe Repair is a tradition of quality and craftsman workmanship that my uncle started in 1961, and I took over in 1993. The original location started on 3rd Street, across the street from the Grove, when it was called Town and Country, the shopping center in Park La Brea. And that was there for over 30 years. The family consists of my wife, Lena, who's been by my side for 40 years, and my 2 sons, Marco and Ricardo.
I think I got my dad's seal of approval last week. It's been a breakthrough. No, I'm kidding. My dad's always been proud of me, and I think since I've been working here full time, he sees the effort I put in.
So we do a lot of sole protectors. So those add a lot of traction, give a little comfort. So whether it's for a loafer or a stiletto, that's kind of the bread and butter. We do a lot of handbag repairs where we patch up the corners or the linings, sneaker cleanings.
We have two friends. One is a dog and the other one are escalators.
And you guys have reconstructed several pairs of my favorite shoes, and because I thought I was gonna have to throw them away.
With this designer, we've been with him
for a long time.
From day one, when he had his first shop on Burton Way. But we also have to be very, very careful and detailed so that we make them look good. This is a sander that my uncle had, and this thing goes back it goes back about 75 years.
What?
We've been offered, all new equipment, fancy stuff, and I always turn it down because, this is a workhorse.
I love that. It's like the heart and soul of the business.
For me, it's exciting because it's creating. Every time you touch something, you're doing something different, even though it looks the same.
Guys, I've got the Midas touch now. I've really brought these back to life. I'm impressed. When do I start?
So am I.
I would consider Pasquale a landmark and an institution here in Los Angeles. Would you agree?
We've been around so long, and these days, anybody doing 60 plus years has to be an institution. Every one of these pictures has a story to it. The older images were from my uncle that carried over. And these were all the people that he worked with and did shoes for. Custom is what he did in a day, and he made like 200 pairs for Frank Sinatra. And the legacy just continues, and it spreads out further than we could even imagine. And I think that becomes exciting for all of us, the whole family, including my kids, because we have clients that come from around the world.
Yeah.
And they also ship from around the world. So that starts to go like, wow, we got to be doing something different.
I am bowling over with excitement, but we've got even more to share after the break from Pinstripes Woodland Hills. Welcome back to LA Unscripted. You know, it is gutter nonsense that this is the first time we've been to Pinstripes, but there is just so much to discover here in SoCal. Like this.
All the wood is so nicely rounded.
Yes, there's an incredible softness that you see time and time again as you go throughout the house. I think it contributes to how comfortable and at ease people feel in the space.
Built in 1908, the Gamble House is one of the finest examples of craftsman architecture.
The house was built in less than a year. Furniture trickled in over a period of 2 years, and when you're in the house and in these spaces, you feel like you're walking through a work of art. The Gamble House is many things to many different people. But to give you a little background, it was built in 1908 as the winter home for David and Mary Gamble. They were the second generation of the Procter and Gamble family. The house brings people who are interested in the architecture. And then we also have a great tie to the film Back to the Future. This was Doc Brown's house in the movie.
We made it to the Gamble bedroom. How cool, it is huge. Even the furniture in here is all very similar, very rounded, very beautiful.
Right, so you would absolutely know if this rocking chair was put in another room because it wouldn't fit with the suite of furniture. So the Gambles had one of those suites here. So you see the shape in the middle that looks like the oval. Right. That's the Suba shape that the Greens embraced and used in many different ways throughout the house. So we're open for touring throughout the year, and we also have a great slate of public programs that activate and inspire the public in many interesting ways, from goat yoga to community holiday open house programs. But mostly people come to take a tour, to really get an opportunity to go through the house, immerse themselves in the spaces that are so warm and inviting.
It is just as beautiful outside as it is inside, especially these rocks here. Tell me about these.
It truly is, and this is just another example of the architect's vision. So Charles Green wanted this wall to look like it was 100 years old the day it was done. What visitors take away, we hope, is certainly an appreciation for the house, but that they find a way to personally engage with it.
Okay, let's keep things rolling and check this out.
Girls Fight Back is a world-renowned and award-winning violence prevention, personal safety, and empowerment-based self-defense company who trains women and people of all genders with life-saving skills that they can use in any aspect of their life so they can live without limits.
We can go out and experience the world and know that we have the tools to respond no matter what type of situation we're faced with, and that is my goal. I want to help people live without limits.
So Girls Fight Back was actually founded in 2001 in honor of a dynamic college student named Shannon McNamara, who was murdered in her off-campus apartment. And Shannon's friend Erin started Girls Fight Back as a way to honor Shannon's memory. And then years later, Erin sold the company to somebody who then sold it to me in 2020.
In the last 10 years, I've trained over 150,000 people to stand in their power, use their voice.
I used to work in the entertainment industry. I was a line producer for about 12 years and worked on a lot of really amazing projects around the world. And I just started feeling like I wanted to do more. I especially wanted to do more for women and more for Black women. I have had the pleasure of teaching so many people, military, every branch of the US military, victim advocates, college, high school, corporate, employee resource groups, tribal nations, healthcare teams, women's outdoor retreats, and everything in between. Hug me again.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take your hands and give them back to you.
Okay.
And then take my hands back.
Okay.
Because you don't want physical contact with this person.
That's right.
Something everyone should know in Los Angeles is that you don't have to be nice. You don't owe anyone niceness, and your safety is more important than someone else's feelings. It's okay to set a boundary. It's okay to say no that you don't want something. It's okay to tell someone to step back and give you more space. I'm gonna teach you how to do something really simple with your body that doesn't require you be trained.
It's not a punch, it's not a fist.
No, it's not a fist because it actually takes some skill to throw a punch in a way that doesn't hurt yourself. I teach an open-handed palm strike because you're less likely to hurt yourself. It's just underneath and up. You don't even have to like swing it back, just start from here. This is your power stance. And you're in it perfectly. You're aiming for under the chin, you're aiming for the nose. If there's a height difference, you might be aiming for the throat.
Right.
When you're aiming, it doesn't take a lot of strength to cause pain to somebody.
Especially in this area.
Yeah, this is a very vulnerable space, and that's what makes this type of self-defense and these like really simple moves effective. All we're doing is trying to cause enough pain to give ourselves the space to run away. So another option will be a knee to the groin, and oftentimes it's something that you can follow up with, right? You start with the heel palm to the face, you might finish with the knee to the groin to give yourself the space to get away. Because no matter who it is, it doesn't matter the gender of the person. If you slam this part of your thigh into someone's groin, it's gonna cause a lot of pain.
Okay, so it's not just with men.
It's not just with men. This work is so incredibly rewarding for me. I wake up every day and I get to be part of the solution. And yes, violence does affect people, but I get to wake up every day and try to help. And if I can help just one person feel safe and confident, then, I mean, it's all worth it.
Sadly, we are at the end of our 10 frames of unscripted fun, which means this game is over. Did anything strike your fancy? And if you have a favorite hangout, email us and don't spare any details. Thank you to Pinstripes Woodland Hills for letting us go off script. And thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. Good night, everyone. Mwah.